3, 2, 1.
Right, okay. We're back then. It's been a week. There's no midweek for us, is there?
No, I haven't seen you all week, actually.
I know.
So that's United's fault, isn't it?
It is.
But then, if they were playing midweek, I'll probably see too much of you.
Exactly.
So there's always a happy
Yeah,
balance.
there is.
But we do message throughout the week.
Well, we have, because there's been a few
But
bits and
first,
bobs.
I must admit, apart from the dog humping my leg, can you get down, please? Get down, don't start humping
Solo,
my
come
leg.
on, buddy.
So before we get on to our Man United pod, just got my hat on because I was freezing cold today watching you. Obviously, no 3 o'clock kickoff for United. At least that's something on Sunday. So that's a positive for us. So we can watch the game tomorrow. So I'm bearing all through wind and rain watching you again.
Yeah, it was all right today, wasn't it?
Oh, it was worthwhile, actually.
It was worthwhile.
Well done.
I'll take that.
Gets the winner.
Winning goal. Yeah. What, 20, 25 yards?
25 yards, mate. Let's call it 30 next week.
Yeah, sod it.
30 yards, top corner. Got the winner.
Yeah. No, buzzing.
Still cramped up, though, at the end. But I'll let you have that for the goal.
Exactly. I did my goal, 5 minutes later? Off to the bench.
Yeah.
Cramping up.
I
did my job.
So the game went 2-0. You guys were up into the second half.
Yeah.
Other team got 2 lucky penalties to 2-2. And 10 minutes later, you got the third.
Which sunk them. And then the boys were brilliant. Yeah. So
they sort of hung on. I had a few chances, but you got a good 3-2 win.
Yeah, we did.
So well done your Saturday.
Cheers, mate. That's 2 wins on the bounce.
I'm very proud of you, son.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Right.
Into it then. So what would make it even better? Last week we won and United won. So this week we know we got Arsenal, but there's a few bits we got to touch on. Obviously, like we said, we haven't been here all week. So,
okay. So what's been happening with United this week?
Just want to touch on it, not too much, but obviously Martinez, there's been a little bit between Martinez and the ex-players, Scalzi and Nicky Butt. There's a lot of mixed emotions on it. I don't know.
I've not mixed emotions about it.
No, you're not bothered.
Grow a pair.
Yeah.
He's an hard nut, isn't he?
He's meant to be.
I always get his name. I always want to say Fernandez.
Martinez, the butcher.
Yeah, he's a hard guy. You know what I mean?
To be honest, Dad, like everything, media takes it out of stuff. You know, he was very calm, and his response was very calm after the match, and he basically just said, "I'd be happy to talk to them about it." It wasn't an invite to the house.
Well, I heard, they're almost as popular as us. Have you heard the pod with Scalzi, Nicky Butt, and Paddy McGuinness? Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I have.
So
that's the one that
gets
they
a little bit more
off.
than us.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah,
we're catching them
so
compared to our 30. hey, we love you.
Yeah, we love those 30. But they were talking about it, and obviously Nicky Butt and Scalzi were on it, and they were saying the same, sort of bring it on. But they were also, me. And there's a fine balance, like you said, we want to keep this relatively brief, believe it or not, but there's a fine balance between the players who have done it and been there and love the club, I think, have a right to critique it if the players aren't stepping up. And I know it's different times, but we are forgetting who we are.
Yeah, we are.
If we currently go the way the club is going with the board, the players, the manager,
accepting mediocrity,
accept a draw is a good result, then we are just going to go that way because it's always driven from the top. The only way we're going to win is by being winners from the top all the way down to the bottom,
which those players
second is not good enough. And I know we're a million miles away, but that's how it should be. So if they get critiqued, it's for that reason, and until they win something, they are a bit up and down, and I get that. I had
Martinez.
No, the old striker with Vidic. Ferdinand.
Oh, defender.
Supposedly Ferdinand was saying give Keno the job. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? One game. So if you're hearing things like that, give Carrick the job. Yeah. So it's like, hold on a minute. So yes, they do. They use it.
They do.
They do.
And I think they have to be a bit more aware. Because, so my opinion on it, you're right. And actually, someone pointed it out, and I think it's really true. Nicky Butt Skulls were part of the 92 team that were told by Hansen that no one can win a league with kids. Right?
I watched
Beckham, Argentina, everyone wanted to kill him, didn't they? So it's nothing new. These guys have been brought up in a generation worse than today, where they were literally annihilated for playing poorly. So now we've become woke. However, times have changed, and I still think all I would say on the situation, Scholesy a bit more, but Nicky Butt was an average player. Don't think he's got a right really to be chatting rubbish.
He is piggybacking on the back of Scholes.
He is, and Beckham
but they
and the
were
other
when
boys.
They played, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicky Butt was always kind of there.
Yeah.
Scholesy, you go and do it.
I'll do the dirty work.
You go and do it.
Exactly. You know, that's and I do think like their comments about Martinez, obviously they hadn't watched him leading up to it. I think the last few games Haaland hasn't scored against Martinez, and Martinez has had the better of him. And their comment was about how Haaland would carry him into the net or something. It was very derogatory about a player. You know, there's worse players. That's what gets me. Martinez is one of our better characters. So why are we jumping on him? We want more players like Martinez. You know, jump on. You could even say, you know, Bruno hasn't always been there, or, you know, your players that don't turn up or make mistakes aren't consistent. Your Dallows, you know, your Shaws, you know, so you never see Shaw, you never see the professionals have a go at Shaw. That's all I would say. But
maybe it backfired a bit. Maybe it wrangled him up a little bit and it worked at the end of the day because he didn't get shot. I remember about that game, actually, which we never mentioned last week. Haaland was in, clear as day, shot on goal, and Martinez came in and just looked with a flying block. And he went off. And the
thing is, players at that level again, and it's the same that everyone wants, but they want to prove people wrong. So and again, I think Scholesy, I don't know if they said it, but if slagging them off and having a go at them makes them perform better, they'll do it every week.
Yeah. So what's his name again? Martinez.
Martinez,
you wuss. Yeah.
You shit.
How are you going to be like tomorrow? I hope, you know, I hope whoever the striker is, who's their striker now, the one that's not scoring at the moment. Gyökeres. I hope Gyökeres, you know, he has you in his pocket.
Yeah.
He dances around you like you're a statue. All right, get annoyed by it, mate. You know what I mean? Do what you did last week. So that's him out the way. Yeah,
spot on. Moved on. Obviously, big news on Casi leaving us.
That time too, but
he has to go.
He has to.
But what a legend. For me, and I know we use legend a lot, but I think in the modern day, I would class him as a legend. He won 2 trophies with us, and his character.
What trophies did he win with?
The Carabao and the FA Cup, didn't he? Which are only 2 in 7 years or 8 years, whatever it was, under Jose. But we don't have that many, you know, winners mentality. He even had a downfall, and he never. You know, he was never negative about the club. He loves the club. He played for Madrid and he played for Manchester United, the 2 biggest clubs in the world. And you can never slag off his attitude, can you?
No. So when I heard, I thought, obviously, because I thought, were we really serious about another? Obviously, the last few games he's played well, but Carrick's doing what he should have been done earlier. Played a bit more forward. Don't rely on Casi doing that
on his own.
Not a chance. Legs and all that, but he can see the pass. And I still think he had a place to play. You know, in the first team that way, but certainly coming on, and if we needed a goal, that kind of thing. Not running the midfield, and it showed him up a little bit, which is why. I think he knows that's why he's called it, isn't he? He can't do it.
Well, because I think actually, again, not going into too much, I think he could have extended it himself. It wasn't down to the club. So if he wanted to, he could have stayed for another year. He's made the decision to leave.
Open your ears. He made the choice. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like he knows.
That
I want to go now. Now's the good time. Because he could have rinsed us a bit more. Because I thought he did a bit last year. I thought, are we still keeping him? His legs were failing.
But he did have a 3-year contract.
This year he's gone. I think my time's up here.
And I think he'll finish on a high, I think. You know, we all love him. He's done his 3 years. He's done well by us. And we wish him the best of luck.
I'll see him the same as, who's the Swedish guy that came over for a year or two? The striker.
Eriksson.
No, the striker.
Danish. Larson.
No, the striker. You know,
recently.
You know,
Zlatan.
Yes. Right. I'll see him as the same as him. A great player, a bit of a legend before he comes to the club. He's given us a couple of years, and he's waved goodbye. And there'll always be a bit of United there when we see him. Like Zlatan now still occasionally talks about United. He'll do the same, and we'll remember him fondly. So thank you, Casi, for what you've done.
He's been brilliant, and we saw him. We saw him score.
Yes. So there was replacement. Who was that potentially mentioned this week?
Wow, there is. So if you want to go into that, so we've got obviously Casemiro leaving. Ugarte will leave, obviously.
Oh, God,
yeah, we don't even need to talk
Who?
about him.
Yeah.
So yes, you talk about the other replacement. We'll come on to that, but probably there's going to be an overhaul. They're talking about Wharton, the Crystal Palace midfielder, Anderson at Forest. Although I think he got sent off midweek, so he's struggling.
Oh, is he going to his head again? That clubs are after him.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he's been
sometimes
that great.
Players are like that.
They are.
They all of a sudden realise that
they're better almost than the club. And
there's big clubs after them, and the old attitude starts.
Yeah.
Or he's just trying to prove something. I don't know why he's
trying
too
much. Yeah. But
if it was attitude like petulance, yes, he's getting a big I am. If it was flying tackles, then maybe he's just trying to prove something to say I am good enough, and he's tried that a little bit too hard, and fair play to the lad.
And then you've got Belabor, which is Brighton. Again, not seen much of him.
He's an attitude, isn't he? Apparently, early doors Brighton, because they were news about being sold. He had a bit of a soul con, and he said he wanted to come to United. But do we want players who have that type of attitude, who sulk? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
We don't.
He wants to come to United. But yes, you're right.
And then he worked down tools
when it gets.
So what's going to happen if he doesn't get picked? Is he going to have that attitude? Because where United have failed in the last few years, even since Fergie's gone, is we're not looking at the character.
Yeah.
We can have players that can do all these wonderful stuff when it's all going for them, but no one's been looking at mentality. Maybe they have, but it doesn't appear to be looking at mentality. We need surely to learn by our mistakes and say, that player is quality, but actually do what Sir Alex did in his team. What's his home life like? What's his attitude like? What's he like as a person? What's he like as a player? What would he like with the lads? What would he be like when it's wet, raining, and we're 1-0 down? Is he going to roll up his sleeves and actually drag this club over the line? What is he going to do for us? Or is he going to be?
I agree.
Is he going to be like some of the players? Oh, I've got a twinge. I'm off injured. I'll take the wage, and you don't see him for 3 months.
Yeah, no, you probably
short 10 years. That's right.
But but no, you are right, because I think a good example is Mark Gay, isn't it, at Palace?
Yeah.
He almost went to Liverpool, stayed at the club, was brilliant, never had an attitude, and in the end, he's got his.
And look what happened to Isaac.
Yes, exactly.
Down tools, went on strikes, gone to Liverpool. Has it worked for him?
Been dreadful,
no.
Because players they're so finely tuned. Once that mentality goes, he only has to be. You always said 0.5%, 1%. Something's not quite right. He's been injured, all right. You can never be at fault for that. But is it a coincidence that he's not been playing well and he's been injured, whereas the last 2-3 years,
whatever happened, it's not worked at Liverpool right now. Nah. It might in the future, but right now, 6 months in, it hasn't worked.
And Liverpool losing again. I just want to touch on that because, right, I was thinking about this. Midweek, they played Marseille, didn't they? And they battered Marseille, right?
Yeah.
Slot, everyone says he talks well in the media, right? I don't think he does, because he gives his tactics away.
Every time.
I
don't like the way they play the balls behind us. I'd rather they play in front of us so we can nick it off and go and score. He literally says that. He says that,
and he did the same again. So Marseille, he said, I like today because Marseille actually attacked us. They actually tried to play football. Yeah. So in other words, he said, because we could press them, we could win the ball high, and we could play our football.
Remind me if I'm wrong. I know what you're saying, but remember Villa this season? They got beat by Liverpool like 3-0.
Whilst they were in that bad
run. And I said to you, after a run of games that Liverpool have been losing, because Slot literally said how you can beat us, Villa played right into their hands.
They did. Played out the back.
It around the back. They nicked the ball off them. They pressurised, nicked the ball, and went and scored 2 easy goals. But they kept doing that.
I know. I don't get it.
And I said to you at the time, I said, what's the manager thinking?
Yeah.
They're going to match Liverpool in that area of the field when they've given it to Liverpool, basically. We know what you want, we know how you play, but we're going to gift it to you because we think we're better than that. And it turns out they weren't.
No. But I just found that funny. So then, if we're talking about
today, it was a 3-2 loss.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but that's why. Did you watch the game?
I hate watching Liverpool, but I love to watch them lose. So when they were 2-0, I thought, I'll keep an eye on this. Then they got to 2-2 and beating Liverpool.
They got it back to 2-2.
I thought they'd nick it at the end. And what happened? That's the difference this season. The last kick of the game, the other team got it. Oh dear me, it was brilliant. And Slot's face, it's almost like they can't believe it because last season they were winning.
Yes, they were for whatever reason.
Of the game, but this time it's just not happening. And fair play to I'm forgetting who they played.
Bournemouth.
Fair play to Bournemouth. But funny enough, when Bournemouth went 2-2, it's not about Bournemouth. They were sitting they attacked and they had more chances actually.
Really, when it got back to 2-2,
Yeah,
it's weird how games go.
Again, if teams go for a win, a lot of the times they'll get that win.
Yes,
if you keep sitting, but they were sitting when they were 2-0.
Yeah,
strange. Anyway,
so if you're talking about replacements before we go into the United Arsenal game, obviously Bruno potentially leaving. Although, have you seen the rumbles already? He might be staying now after all that. So I think he wants to win something major with United, doesn't he? So I think all of a sudden now this could change if we get battered by Arsenal tomorrow and we're going to lose.
You know how I felt about Bruno. I've seen a little, not because of one game, I've seen a little bit more of him improvement this year, but I'd have to see a pretty good end of season by him, more consistent, not just a one-off game. And literally everybody I speak to now go, Bruno, I'm even doubting myself a bit. I'm thinking, am I missing something here?
Yeah.
Because without a doubt, the figures suggest he's a great player.
Oh, he's world class.
Yes, the assists and everything else.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, for every greatness, is there a stat there that says how many teams he gave the ball away?
Yeah, or we
how many
conceded goals.
Back?
Yes.
How many goals have we conceded? And we've not won anything for quite a while, and we finished 15th last year. So however great he is as the captain, he can't be that good, can he?
Yeah.
Can he?
I agree.
And we've got to somehow get away from this. We cannot do without him.
Yeah.
Or some of these players.
I think that's part of it, isn't it?
Yes, we need to be thinking bigger than that. If we can get 100 million.
40 years ago, 50 years ago.
If we can get 100 million for him, even now.
Yeah. Well, even 70, I think it dropped. 70 mil. Would you take 70 for him?
Because we need to move on. He's not on long term.
No, he's not.
Because we would have done it by now.
Yeah.
So,
yes, it's not going to change.
No.
Because we did have good spells with him when Solskjaer was in second.
And do you know why we played well the other day? And what did I say to you? And I've seen the reports afterwards.
Relying just on him.
Yes. Yeah. Who got man of the match? I think, or player of the match.
Casi.
Yeah. He had one of those games. So it wasn't all through Bruno. Yes, Bruno did the assist for the first goal and all the rest of it. So he contributed. Of course he did. But it wasn't just one way. As well, I've always said to you, when he plays there, moaning at his
demands it all the time. Yeah.
You know, if he's had a bad day, the team are going to have a bad day because we're not relying on anyone else. Because all your mates just go, "I'll give it to him."
Yeah,
he's the captain. He wants it all the time. And if I don't, he's just going to moan about it. And then someone a wayward pass and a simple pass, he'll give it away. Like a lot of the team, or he won't track back. But anyone else?
But if he does go, potentially. I mean, it's all rumours and it's been debunked now. But Palmer.
Oh, I heard that bit, and I thought, nah. I don't know why. I should go, yes.
Yeah.
If it had been last season, I might have thought,
yeah.
But again, what's gone wrong this season? If we were to get a player like that, it would remind me a bit of like Mount. Someone who's had a good season at a club, and then the club offload them, or on this occasion, he would want to leave. That's slightly
Manchester
different to Mount. Yes. Mount was bought by us. Wasn't he? Yes. As opposed to Palmer might want to leave. So that's a different dynamics. Clearly, I'd rather he come to us than City. But at the moment, because he's a bit up and down, I haven't seen the consistency in a World Cup year. I would have my dreads. But
you bang on, really.
We know what he can do, and I think if he's got the right attitude, and we look at the mentality, because I don't know about his mentality, then I'd rather have him than not have him. I guess at the right price. But I don't think he will make us the Premiership winners that we want. We would need other players, obviously.
Yeah, we would. But if there was one player, forget about the injuries, that I'd want to replace Bruno, it would be Palmer, because on his day,
what's he like defending?
He's not a defender. He's a number 10. Sod that. We'll get other players for him. Yeah, he's a number 10 or winger. He's a creative player. Because Bruno's he's been a bit deeper, hasn't he? Now he's playing further on, and we haven't. And if we get Palmer, it means bugger all if we don't get two holding midfielders.
True.
Right. Yeah. But still, if we're going to get rid of Bruno 70 million and spend 100 million on Palmer, I would, because on his day, he is one of the best players. For 2 seasons, he's been a joke for Chelsea. He has been. Yeah. There's been times, there's not often you get players, but Palmer's one of them. You think, how the bloody hell has he done that? And he's a United player. I think he's quality, uses that quality. But this season, I agree with you.
We're buying him at a time when he's low, so we don't know why.
Exactly. I don't know why he's injured, and I don't think, like you said, like a Mount or even a Mata. We bought Mata, and he never reached the heights he did at Chelsea. But Palmer, all of a sudden, if you spend 100 million, it means bugger all if he's injured or if he's not playing. It means nothing.
I know.
So that's the only negative. But when I heard the news, I was buzzing. And obviously the other reason is Chelsea fans would be crying because we're taking their best player.
We gave them 80 boy, didn't we?
Garnacho.
Now, I'll tell you what, I changed my mind. I would take him just for that.
Yeah.
That's changed my mind. See, just by talking here, I want to take Palmer now.
Yeah.
Because just for that tiny chance he might actually play as good as he did for Chelsea, if not better.
Yeah.
Better players around him.
Yeah.
Starts kind of doing what he had the potential. And I know we talk about potential all the time, and I think, but you're going to have some young players that have potential. And then if he hit the ground flat, the ground running, we could go, you can have Connor.
Yeah.
We've got this guy. Thank you very much. Chelsea will hate us forever. All the Chelsea fans out there. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, that's the week. I think we will try to start to do a midweek pod because there's always news in there during the week.
Yeah, especially as United let us down not being in Europe.
Yeah, not in Europe at all. So, all right then. So, coming on to tomorrow, big game. Bit of a background, obviously. I think Arsenal got a good win midweek. I think they're 7 unbeaten now. Last few results have been in Arsenal's favour.
Who's that defender? He was always.
Martin Keown.
All I hear is Martin Keown.
He is the worst pundit.
Keown.
Yes, Keown. Yes.
I do know these players.
I know you do.
It's just, it's just getting it clear. So Martin
That's right,
Keown,
you're almost 60, mate.
Yes,
don't worry about it.
Martin Keown, who was my era anyway, and can you remember?
No, he was just before me, Martin.
That's how old I am. I'm even getting that wrong.
Yeah.
But he starts spouting on it, and he's the biggest sort of not red mist, but when Arsenal are playing, he sees no other team.
No, he doesn't.
No other team, right? No one can stand up to Arsenal.
No.
Arsenal the best. Literally, you could rugby tackle a player in the penalty box, and he'll still say that wasn't a penalty. He's one of those, and when, of course, now we're playing United, you hear him all week going, here we go. And I always remember, and the fans out there, Van Nistelrooy, the penalty, and and like
he was a nothing
cheering.
Player, really, was he? Just a brute.
He never made England. One cap is that.
Yeah.
He was, not a nasty player. I'm sure he's a nice guy. But, always came across as a bit of a
thug, if you like.
A dick. I don't know if I can say that.
No, you can, because I agree. There's never a point I agree with him. There's
some pundits like that.
Yeah.
You think, Alan Shearer's a bit like that. With United.
Yes, with United.
Always negative.
Yes,
always,
he is.
If there's a 50-50 penalty shout.
Yeah.
On Match of the Day, he's always going to go against United of what he thinks.
Well, that's why it's great on Match of the Day. He had to do the United analysis. You could see it pained him to see how good we were.
I know, sick in a bucket. That's what it was. And they were like, no, you've got to do it. You're contracted to do it. Because he hated it. So that's the only thing about the Arsenal, but the rivalry is still there from those sort of.
Definitely.
You must have remembered as a kid about.
I was on the back end of it, but of course I do.
They were
going away.
They were the matches that was almost like Chelsea. I think this would be like the middle of the noughties, wouldn't it? Sort of.
It was late 90s, early noughties. I can't remember the specific year Wenger come in, but very late 90s.
So it'd be the mid noughties.
well, no, because that by 05 they were Chelsea come in, they were nothing. So 03 I think they were invincibles. Okay. So by 05 they were dropping off, becoming the top 40.
I'll stand corrected. Late 90s, early noughties. It was the games like Arsenal were 6-pointers.
Yeah,
and they were always the nervous games.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, the Chelseas when you were little, they were always the games that it's amazing to think now, and fans are out there and they know all this that we were so confident of winning most of our games.
Yeah.
That there would only be so many games in the season that would determine whether you're going to win the Premier League or not. That's amazing to think now.
To think how far we've come from that. But of course, I remember that.
It's the way the game's going almost. You could argue Arsenal was slightly different this year and Liverpool last year kind of edging away. And Liverpool didn't lose many and Arsenal aren't. But we still had Arsenal, Chelsea, United, and all the rest of it.
Generally, you can't lose more than 3, can you? That's all from what I remember. Unless this season's a little bit different because there is no one chasing.
Yes.
But if Arsenal, last week because City lost, Arsenal was seen as a point gained against Forest when really it should be 2 points dropped.
Yes,
it should be. Any other kind of season, if you drop points like that, you're going for a title. You're disappointed. But there's some standout games.
What's on your arm, by the way?
I got studded midweek. Yeah. A few big games that stand out. I always think it's a close game.
Did you give him a little week back?
I did. I stood on him.
A little one in the
I stood on him. I stood on him back. So
Ref didn't see it.
Ref, no, he didn't, but he did give them the foul, so we saw something. He got away. He got away with that.
Yeah.
And yet my little tap on him.
Yeah, you've never been.
I'm a striker, ain't I?
Love,
He's a defender.
Yeah,
he was one of them. He like gave it all, and he couldn't take it. As soon as you touch him, and yet, honestly, all game pinching me. I've got bruises all over my body. Just pinching.
And he was crap. And he saw it.
Yeah.
It
is, yeah.
Right.
So few standout games. But anyway, where we are this season.
So tomorrow's
game specifically, as I mentioned. So Arsenal are kind of back to winning weight. They got a good result midweek in. So I think they don't have too many injuries. They've got the back line back, Salah, Gabriel, all of that stuff.
I think if we're going to beat Arsenal at home, tomorrow's tomorrow's going to be the day.
Yeah.
But the thing about football is it gives you hope. Last week
I know we didn't,
hope.
But we didn't have hope last week. Whereas this week we do.
So do I be negative, Phil?
Yeah,
like I always am, or do I be a positivity little
positive
feel and then be disappointed tomorrow? Because we're lifted up again, and then
I know because we could actually beat them.
Would you take a draw?
Yeah, of course I would.
So 4 points out of those 2 games would be a positive.
You'd be out buzzing with that.
So
depending on the Fulham game, of course. But anyway, that's next week.
Yes, I said before that could be this. If we get anything from tomorrow, then that will be a key game to see how the mentality is changed in the club and what's Carrick doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, we'll talk about that next week.
Mm.
So because of last week, I'm not dreading tomorrow.
I'm not as much. No.
But there's a bit of hope there, which means that normally when I have hope, like last week I had no hope and I was elated. Yeah. So this week I've got a bit of hope. I'm disappointed.
I know.
So then, that's football, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go. We can draw it. We can draw it.
Draws a good
1-1, something like that.
Yeah, I think.
And both teams might take it.
I think in this stage probably Arsenal will take a point. But I don't know if I'm going to be negative this week because I think Arsenal.
Less you, Sev.
Arsenal, I think attackingly look crap. Really, that they've done well. They're defensively.
That's what I mean. If we're going to beat Arsenal at home, now's the time because we had a great result last week. Arsenal are blipping, but they're picking up.
They're still winning,
and they're still winning. But they're not convincing. The striker's not scoring.
Exactly,
and people know they're just a little bit brittle at the moment. So if you're going to beat them, I'd rather be playing them now than a month ago, 6 weeks ago, when they looked invincible.
Yeah, they did.
So that's why that's my hopey bit. But if we go with the wrong attitude, because the way I see it is we're going to do that old sitting back again.
We are,
which is just playing into our hands the way we played last week.
It is.
So
and Arsenal do struggle to break down, but this is where they're different from City. I can see us sitting deep doing well, but Arsenal, as they have done the last couple of games, they've got the set pieces. Yeah. So I think it's going to be one of those games we're going to lose.
Because I saw in Europe,
could be 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, I saw in Europe they scored their first goal through the first corner or something. And I thought, do the teams not?
No, they don't. I don't know if it's Arsenal that they obviously are that good, but they don't seem to. But every week they score from set pieces, and I kind of think fair play because you've got to find a way to score. But also it's But what my point is, we could play quite well tomorrow, and somehow we'll lose 2-1 or 1-0. It'll be close.
But I know it's easy for me to say, but old school, it would be right. Like your big lad today at the back.
Yes,
right?
6'7"
so you
monster.
Go to your central defender. Don't man mark, right? Don't man mark. What you need to do is every time that ball comes into the box, from a corner or a distance, because you're in the middle of the box, you've got to get there first. It's as simple as that. Whether you knock people over, whether you put people off.
You've always, I know it's not quite zonal, right? Because I suppose the other, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you're contradicting yourself a little bit. It's not zonal, I get that, but this guy you're having on his own, if he's got 4 runners on him, doesn't matter if he's 6'7". If Gabriel at 6'4" jumps, he's going to out-jump him, isn't he? So I know it's easy to say.
You can start on the goal line then.
And run out. What if he puts it right on the keeper? We're not savvy enough to get a foul.
Because Arsenal, because he's 6'5". He stays there and he hits it out.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. He has
to get under it.
But is it that simple? Teams would have done it by now.
You said done it down.
Do we have a 6
You said last week, dumb it down.
True.
Tell the big lad to get his nut on it, wherever it is.
Everyone else man mark, and
you will be hassled. You will be.
Do we have a 6'7"?
And then your runners.
No.
You know, I'm not a coach, but your runners, you get the big lad, and you get 3 in the middle then, and the runners. You know, even the smaller lads look for the runners and put them off.
Yeah, of course, they block them, don't they? Yeah. No, I agree. But
I'm wasted, mate. I'm wasted.
Get you as a set piece coach. I mean, they're big these days now, aren't they? Arteta's made them big.
Yeah, true.
We've never used it. No, but we've got the second most set pieces, I think.
Corners.
But he left with Amorim. So I think more people are upset he left. Ruben.
The way we scored.
Yeah,
right.
So that's
True,
the only thing.
About that. That's is a worry. They're going to get corners, and we're going to be a little bit useless.
He's got to start Maguire then.
I was going to say it's Maguire playing tomorrow. I can't believe I'm still saying this.
I know, but you have to.
We have to because De Ligt's still injured.
I don't know what's
happening. I saw something about De Ligt is like he's going.
But he won't play anyway. I don't know what happened there.
I will tell you who else won't be able to head it, and that's Martinez.
Yeah,
because he's a little bloke.
Yeah, apparently.
Are you listening, Martinez? He's a little bloke. So he's going to get out jumped. All right, because he's 5 foot nothing.
Yeah. So but it will be. I think
angry,
it'll
mate. Go out there and do it for the Reds.
Yeah. He did score a couple of years ago against them at the Emirates. Got a big goal with the Butcher, Terry Butcher, with the bandage around his head. It will start with Shaw again at left back when it's Maguire, Martinez.
He has to go with experience.
He has to go with the same team, isn't he?
He does. I thought that.
Someone said, Buemo.
I heard someone midweek go, what changes is he going to make? And I'm going, what?
Yeah.
What changes are you going to make? What are you talking about? You've just beaten Liverpool.
City.
Oh, sorry. That's because Liverpool you beat City 2-0. And all right, you can argue City had a bad game. We've said before, I don't really give a shit. Yeah. You know, they didn't do that well in midweek.
Lost to a team that never won, I think, the champ. Yeah,
in Norway somewhere. And they only play about 2 months of the year.
Yeah, because it's snowed over.
And they got people. It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. And
then they offered all the
refunds. Oh, it's comical.
It couldn't get any better. I mean, you know.
We've had enough shit.
Yeah, I know. You've got this. You've got this. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go a draw. If we lose, I'm going to be disappointed because naturally you are. As long as it's not more than 2-0, and we play well, I'll still think we took 3 points out of those 2 games. If I wanted to be kind of try and still be
pragmatic,
positive, try and be like a coach.
Yeah.
Oh well, don't worry, lads. But at the 2 games, we got 3 points because at the start of this, we both thought if we don't get anything for either game, we're down the bottom somewhere. We've bagged the 3 points already. Mm-hmm. So anything tomorrow is a bit of a bonus, like we'd take a draw for, and clearly a win
would be.
You know, would I be going Carrick signing?
I'll be going late title charge.
Because I thought, how again, we're going off topic, but how would I agree that Carrick would sign a contract, let's say, even him? And I'd think, he'd have to win the league because even if we finish second, let's say, and inevitably they'd probably go, "Oh, Carrick, can you carry on?" And at that time, whether it happens or not, I'll be going, "Oh no," because I just think the momentum would be lost next season, and the players would go back to their form, and what Carrick wouldn't have that
ability to change it. Yeah.
But if he won it, I thought without a doubt, you'd have to. You'd be stupid. You'd be stupid. Yeah. So it's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? Because you got to give the lad. Yeah. I guess the way I'm convincing myself, if he went Arsenal a close second, might be the other one where I'd say we've played well for 5 months. Yeah. He got us to runners up out of nowhere. And although I don't want him to stay because I don't think he's long term, I think he's almost guaranteed. He's earned the right to have a choice to have a 2-year contract.
Well, exactly.
And see how he gets on. See how he gets on next year. Because I just think what would he be like if it dipped again?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like he did under Ollie. That's why I didn't want Ollie to have the job. It's like that feel-good factor.
And then it goes.
We need a tactician,
I think,
coach, someone who knows what they
my thinking on Carrick is, he's young. Like, if he gets us top 4, thank you. You know, I mean, we're dreaming again, but hopefully everyone else is crap. Gets us top. Thank you, Carrick. You've done your job.
Yeah.
There's too many managers available.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but what I'm saying, I know you're agreeing,
yeah.
but Carrick, it's not the end of the road. If it doesn't work in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, you can bring him back again.
Go and do a bit
At
more. At
least now, if he stays and he fails, that's him done.
Yes.
So do the 5
Love
months,
that.
have a great chance. Let's go and try with someone else.
We agree for once.
If it fails, we can bring him back in.
That sounds a plan.
Right.
Because that means he's had 2 stints.
Yeah.
He's had more experience with the club.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if he gets more experience and they get relegated, he probably still won't be able to come in.
I know.
But like you said, if he could still run a Premiership club,
like a Palace or and do okay with them.
Palace, because they get rid of their manager. See how he does. Keeps him in the league. Mid-table. Playing
pushing
okay.
For Europe, maybe.
Then you could go.
But like you said, it's like Van Nistelrooy, because people were tipping him. He come in as caretaker, didn't he? Before Amarim won 3 games, I think. Obviously went to Leicester. He got sacked within 2 months. Didn't even stay till the end of the season. So that's him gone. Even as caretaker, it's like, nah. Sorry, mate.
You won't see him at Old Trafford anymore, will you? So it's tough, isn't it?
It really is.
Tough out there.
It really is. But yeah. So for tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go. So you're going 1-1.
Or
I'm
a draw.
sorry.
1 or 2 or something.
A draw.
Could even be 0-0.
I want to back them, but
could even be 3-3.
I really do.
A draw.
But yeah, well, it could be. I think, our attack is our attack. I do think Arsenal. I mean, to talk about Arsenal, how they're up there. I almost want them to bottle it. There's a bit of me that wants to, because they have this.
Bottle it against what?
I hate City, but that's how much I dislike Arsenal. They have this cockiness about them
for no reason.
Even in the other play in the champ, they finished top of the league.
Doesn't mean anything.
But Liverpool did last year, and they were out in the first round.
I mean, I always laughed. Do you remember the Liverpool where they won runners up and said, "Oh, we got the most points." Ever to finish second, and we should have a second trophy because we got 100 points, and City got 101. So there should be a second place trophy championship thing. What's a load of bullshit.
I know.
It sounded pathetic. You're the first of the losers, mate. We've finished in that place many a time. We're the first of the losers. Because we are great Man United, and winning is what it's all about. We've got to find a way of getting better.
We do. And I don't know, but with Arsenal, I still don't think they're flying. They've got a great defence. Fergie always said you win titles on defence, but your attackers win your game. But I do, again, I want to call them out a bit. Their attack, you're hoping. I mean, Saka's meant to be world class. He's been crap this season. I think he's got like 5 goals, couple of assists, which isn't good enough.
There are some players, I've said to you, that the professionals harp on about them like they have a God-given right. Sometimes I just don't see it. Phil Foden. Oh, they always talk about the half turn. Oh, he's great. And the pros talk about how
the little touches, the finesse flips.
Maybe they see things we don't. We're just armchair fans. I just see this little lad running about the field. Occasionally he'll score.
Do quality.
He'll do quality. But like we did, we picked his pocket a number of times. When it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through him. When he's played for England, he hasn't done anything.
No.
Saka has done a bit for England.
He's done a bit for England. And I
prefer the current manager who says you're doing well for England, like the Villa guy.
Emery.
Rodgers.
Yep.
You're doing it for England. So carry on.
Stay in.
Yeah. You can take the mentality, whatever's going on your brain.
Yes. If you play well for England, doesn't matter if you play well at club level.
Doesn't matter. I don't care who you are. I also, we could have another chat about Bellingham. England, but that'll be for England. That'll be for the World Cup.
Well, we will have plenty in the
Bellingham
World Cup, mate.
is the prime example where everyone thinks he's got a God-given right. I haven't seen anything from Bellingham in about 18 months, including the Euros. He was playing up a little bit a couple of years back. And he had all that thing about the press at the start of the competition. The team don't need that.
No, they don't.
All right, he scored the odd goal and stuff like that.
He did keep us in the tournament with the overhead kick.
But come on.
That's
all he did.
Difficult,
and I know it's a big moment. But then we won the semis, didn't we?
Ollie Watkins.
That was a big moment. You're going to have big moments in tournaments like that.
You are.
But for some reason, this lad seems to upset and thinks he's got a God-given right.
I
like this manager who's already muting the fact that he may not be. fine, work for your place, mate, because you haven't got a God-given right to think you can bounce around the field with your big chest out doing a couple of things. When actually there's other players who are working damn hard for the badge to make sure that we are on them. We are at them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So you'll go for, have you made a decision yet?
Yeah, 2-1 Arsenal, I think. I just don't think we'll quite have enough. They're too savvy for us.
I can see them getting a couple of corners. They beat us 1 year 2-0 and both.
Well, last year both were corners. So we beat. It would have to be one of them games where I think we're flying. I think if we're going to win, it's going to be like a 3-2.
Yeah,
we're not going to not concede. We didn't last week, but City were dreadful. I think we will from set pieces. I wanted to touch on their attacks. I still don't think their attacks that good. Saka's not been good enough. Gyökeres isn't good enough. Their best attacker is probably Trossard. You know, I'll probably give him that. Outside of that, there's not much on Arsenal side, but they will get a couple from set pieces. If we're going to win, I think it will be we score 3 goals. We win 3-2.
Fair play.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I definitely can see him scoring 2, just like they've done before from set plays or something. Don't think we're still that good enough. Maguire, hopefully, but can he do it all on his own? I'm not so sure. Not because they'll target that. So they'll pull Maguire one way and they'll have someone going the other way, won't they? And then they'll try and knock the ball to him where Maguire isn't, because Maguire's taking someone else out. They'll work it out because they've got a set piece coach. He knows what he's doing.
So they do what professionals should do.
If Maguire's playing, this is what we're going to do.
We'll block him or... You know, even what, like we said on the keeper, they're always smart. They just do enough. Whereas our lot, like you're not sure, all over the keeper. It's a foul every time.
I know.
Oh, God. But
anyway, come on the
Reds. But yeah, well in, mate. Another good one. Look, it's been all right. Hopefully we'll do good.
One other thing. How are you going to be with your mate if we do lose?
Well, because
if this pod gets
we're already arguing.
Yeah, if this pod gets anywhere, then obviously we can invite a few mates along.
Yeah, we will,
because no one's really listening.
No.
But because you got Mule.
We will, and
we always not argue. We always have very good debates with him about Arsenal. Don't we?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, eventually we'll get there. And you have to be respectful as fans.
Yeah, that's the beauty, though.
That is the beauty, but also
it's
it's
like
a
Dan,
struggle.
your other mate, Spurs fan. I haven't heard much of him recently.
Nah, no, he's a goner.
Let's not even go to Spurs.
I struggled again today, didn't they? But it just keeps him in the job. The draw, so we'll draw. If they lose, he gets sacked.
It's Burnley. I mean, it was at Burnley, so give.
Well, we drew Burnley.
It's still as bad as Spurs.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're going for a draw. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. I think I have to. But hey, end of the day,
2-2, something like that.
We did well last week. Let's see how we do tomorrow. Any point is a bonus. Yeah. If we play well, I think we want them to play well. It's going to be a hard game. Let's see how we go.
Okay.
Hey?
Yeah, post-match tomorrow then. Out and watching on.
Yeah.
Trying to hold your swearing.
Never fucking happening.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I know.
Cheers,
United.
United!